Hello, everyone. Grand Rising, Kings and Queens, top of the hour. I pray that this message reaches everyone in good spirits. Pray that this video gives a message that you all can receive and even maybe hit home to where it's that you can be able to utilize some of the things that's discussed in this video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole and this is Creative One on YouTube. I am First Lady for Life on Instagram. And what I do is I make these videos surrounded around family. And I've made the acronym, I'm utilizing the acronym FAMILY, F-A-M-I-L-Y, Father and Mother, I Love You, as a title or a base to surround my topics in these videos around. Well, today's subject is going to be, of course, about family, but the question, and normally I'll have a question and I'll answer it. I'll share my views on what I feel about it, and I am open to you all answering and sharing your opinion and your views. I welcome and I anticipate looking in the comments and seeing those that actually share their views, participate, engage in the conversation. I just ask that you be respectable and mindful that we all have opinions and they differ, and it's respectable to respect one's opinion. We don't have to get ignorant and disrespectful in the comments. It's not necessary. So therefore, moving on forward, the question is, do or would you allow your adult children to have their significant other live with you? So, in other words, can your children court under your roof? So, I'm just going to break the chase and say that the answer is no for me. I've One of the rules that I have stood on all of these years. All of my children are grown. My baby is 25, and I have 5 grandchildren, and none of them was conceived under my roof. This video is not aimed, or this topic is not aimed to judge those that do. I'm asking a question, and therefore I'm answering. This is my opinion. These videos are not aimed to be disrespectful or knock anybody. It is just adult open discussion. So if you feel like that you might get offended or bothered by the topics in the video, then I ask maybe this just isn't a video that you should watch. But for those that are welcome and open to engage in this conversation because it is quite relevant in today's society, I thank you for sticking around and engaging. The reason why I choose to say that it will not happen in my home, and it did not happen in my home, is because I engaged in it in my family's home. And certain family members did not approve, certain family members did not allow, certain family members were okay. It was, an understanding, this is what I need you to do in order to have it. But there were other things that came along with that that made me say, no, I'm not going to even open that door with my children. There's a difference between, in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, dating, courting, baby mama, baby daddy, when you next to being married, or husband and wife, spouses. I have not had to cross that line to where is it that, yes, I actually have, my children are married. That's not the case. But they all have, girlfriends and boyfriends, a majority of them, and children. My thing is my home is their home. That's their sanctuary. This is one place where they should be able to be peaceful. They should be able to be here and not have to worry about arguing, fighting, dealing with other males or females that's outside of the relationship. I didn't want that. I did not want that because I knew what came along with it. And it was too many other things that I feel like, number one, this younger generation, if you all are at that point in a relationship where you really want to be together, then it's time to put your heads together and go ahead and get that place together. Why is it more easier, or is just more comfortable to go and live with either one of the parents of the people in the relationship, rather than you guys go together and get your own? And I've seen that a lot. Because the thing is this, is that once you do get your own and issues arise or differences come about, and the next thing you know that y'all bickering and y'all fussing at one another. And then the conversation comes up that one person or one or the other asks the other to leave. It's like, nah, they don't want to go through that. Well, it's the same thing here, living with a parent. I'm not going to have to involve other outside entities in order to come in here and remove you because you won't go willingly or y'all acting a fool. I didn't see it. It ain't about the money. And I didn't even see scenarios where it's that you have those scenarios play out where don't nobody want to contribute, don't nobody want to help. You want to come in, you want to lay up, you want to screw, you want to do all this, but you don't want to contribute in this household. No. I go through enough of that with my own. Why should I have to go through it with somebody else? So if you want to sit here and you want to be with your significant other and y'all want to be together in y'all relationship, y'all want to live together, y'all need to get a place. Because I got mine. And because I'm your mother, I'm going to always open it up to my children. Under my rules, it's the same thing. But it's not going to be for your baby daddy, your baby mama, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. No. Let's just say they were married. Just say my children get married, they come to me, they get into a situation, they say, okay, me and my husband, okay, that's something different. We finna sit and talk because you guys are a unit together. You are one. And there's going to be an understanding with the time limit. But because none of my children are married, that is not that's why we don't have the discussion. When you get married, then we'll have the discussion. Other than that, it don't need to be on the table. Because we're talking about something that, is that really important? That you just need to have your significant other live with you? Okay, I've heard scenarios on where the other person, or the other, the significant other that is not your child, is going through something. They're a real nice child, they're a real nice person, they just don't have the family support. I get that. I understand that. We'll never really know the real story because we're not there. Now, if you actually know the real story and you done got deep and you really know what's going on, man, once you done dissected and you feel like, man, this person just needs some help, you approach that however you want to. That's on you. I haven't been faced with that neither. And the thing is that I don't know what I would do if I was faced with. But at this point, they've all shown me that they could be on their own, so we ain't got to go there. That's how I feel. Because a lot of these same ones that they wanted to debate or argue about could they spend a night, they not with no more. Which raises another point. When that happens, if y'all living together, what happens then? Am I supposed to let the new significant other come in and stay? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to even start it. There are parents that allow their children to have their significant other come there, stay, spend the night, everything. And then when they get pregnant or when a baby get involved, the dynamics change to where is it that, well, we gonna put our foot down, you can't be over here like that. Well, don't you think you should have put your foot down before the baby was born, or before she got pregnant? If anything, he or she probably need you more now. This is why you stop it. You don't even start it, because this is what will develop. No. Do I allow my children to have their significant other live or spend the night? No, I do not, and no, I have not, and no, I will not. That is something that me and my children debated about it many, many years. And I'm okay. Because I stood on that, because I know I wanted to be able to give my children the space and environment where they could be able to have a clear head and way to be able to say, man, let me figure this out. Not somewhere for you to sit here and play house and court, and then when that courtship does not go right, you tell your significant other they got to go, and then you think you're going to bring another one in here. Oh, no. It did not happen. It will not happen in my home. I choose not to because I know what I did to my family, my parents, and them home, and it was wrong. And this is why I say that I put the foot down and I let it be known it wasn't going to happen. I've been notated as being mean. I've been notated as say, oh, you're just bitter, you're miserable, and other parents are doing it. And guess what? I don't care because other parents are doing it. So maybe you should probably get one of their children. That way you can go over there and stay. That's how I felt. Because you're going to sit here and you're going to debate me based on what I've already explained to you, what is not going to happen. This is not even up for discussion to be negotiated. These are the rules, and this is what I'm going with. And I've seen scenarios where it's that, yes, they have moved into homes. Some couples have got into physical altercations where they done tore and destroyed the parents' home, things, everything. Sometimes the disrespect is just humongous to where it's that you don't even know who is the bill payer, the head of the household, or even the adult, because things get so out of place and out of body. Have I seen scenarios where it has actually went respectful? Yes, I have. I have. And that is a beautiful sight to see. That's why I'm able to be honest and say I have seen it. It is just one that I choose not to indulge in. I don't know the individual, and I don't have the time or the patience with what I know that I am constantly in teaching mode toward with my children. I don't have the patience or the tolerance to deal with that as well. It's too much. I'm already dealing with these different personalities of my children, and then to have this other their significant others come in, and then I have to deal with, that's too much. And if we just really want to be together, this is what we want to do. There are ways that y'all can start off with a studio. I had to do it. If you on your feet and you fall, I have no problem with trying to help you. Once, if you are together as a married couple, that is when we can discuss it and it can be talked. But not just as a courtship. It's too much of it going on. And I'm not going to put myself in that position to say, okay, this is just going to be one of those rotating doors that once this significant other relationship is done, okay, I'm going to let another one come in. No, and we know how it go. What if the relationship don't last? I'm not saying that it won't last, but it's a possibility that it won't. And now you've opened this door because of Mayfield. Now you have to keep doing this process with somebody new. I just refuse to. I don't want to have to go through changes or go through problems just to figure out or get ones to say, okay, this is what I asked for you to do. And this is what I need you to do. And I feel like if we all got to live together and we all going to stay together, then shoot, yeah, we should be in something big because everybody should be contributing. But everybody don't want to do that. It's just good to be able to have somewhere to lamp and, excuse my French, maybe fuck, smoke, and drink. No. You have to get that fire lit up under your ass so that you understand that, man, you got to get to moving. You got to get to working and doing what you need to do in order to say, man, I'm going to get myself out of this situation. Y'all both working, go in a hotel. Fit the bill back and forth because that shows that y'all working together. If you could struggle together and still be able to stay together, y'all meant to be together. And a lot of times we don't look at that because we're quicker to look at what or who won't help us. But what about starting with exactly what type of help are you able to give yourself? I just did not want, when it comes to my children and whatever within the journey that they're on in their life and with whoever they come across in their path and whoever they choose to be in a relationship with, Man, I wanted them always to have a place where they could be like, yes, I can come home and clear my head, or have a place where I can refuge with me and my children, where I don't have to make the decision for us if we're not a whole together. Because my children, they have their mother in them, that's my DNA. We do that. We're going to make sure that we fend and we take care of all those around us, or that those around us is okay because they with us. No, because you have too much of a load on your own. And you got to be smarter so that you don't allow yourself to get into those situations where it's that, man, now you feel like you got to make those type of decisions. We have to we have to sit back and observe and analyze and evaluate the whole situation, the environment, exactly what are we doing. I am not sitting up here telling you don't have relations. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there are many times within families that they have children that they allow their significant others to live with them or even spend a night. And if we all gonna be honest, we know that there has been some issues and problems that that come about because of that. And due to that, that is the reason why I say I'm not going to even start that trend or start that momentum so my children won't even think that, yes, we all can do it. No, because my home has always been for my children. And it shouldn't have to be for somebody else, too. If this is how we're going to be and we're going to be together, dang, guess what? Then let's come together and let's do what we got to do. That way we don't have to stay with nobody. And therefore, we can show that, man, we can be able to take whatever struggle, whatever challenges, whatever issues that we facing, and we shown that we could put our heads together and we can make things happen and not just sit around and let things happen to us. And a lot of times when you give them that open door to say, okay, we can do it, it becomes a crutch. I done seen many times where is that couples have moved in. They haven't even been married. They just been in a relationship. And they have moved in with the family member that have kind of been more stable and secure. And let's just say that they didn't come as a help. They came as a hinder. There's many elders that worked hard for properties and homes and everything. And they built a foundation. And when they got older and they passed on, these things weren't even, I don't even want to use salvage. They wasn't even taken care of. They were lost. They were taken. Because the same love, nurturing, and commitment of responsibilities that was given from the elders, it was not given from them. And a lot of times we miss that. That's why it's important to say, yes, you need to feel the struggle so you can understand that you can be able to stand on your 2 feet and make it work. If this is the relationship that y'all choose and this particular individual don't have nowhere to stay, that's a problem right there coming in. So now you really want them? Then y'all figure it out together. And it's not being mean. It's like you can show that we don't have to dodge one another or dodge the issue if we have problems because we love one another. We're going to stick it out. We have to do better. I know that I'm not going to budge on mine unless we're talking about a marriage. Some of y'all may feel like, man, you're open to that. I know some of you all that actually have, indulged in it and actually do it now. My aim is not to judge you. I'm saying I don't. Because I know what it can bring and what it has brought from my family and what it has brought from me. And I don't want that same thing. I want my children to be understand that I created this safe haven for them. You meet somebody and your significant other unfortunately doesn't have the safe haven that you have, my heart goes out to them. And man, being the type of person I am and anybody that know me, I direct them and point them to avenues or resources that may be able to help that. But what get me, You don't even want to use the resources. And that right there let me know, see, you trying to get on some, let me soak up, let me see what I can take up. No, it ain't that here. When I leave out for work, everybody got to go. You're not going to sit here and suck up my life, suck up my gas, suck up my cable and everything while I go to work and you land, you talking about you looking. I'm going to show you how you can look. I did it. That's how I know. And then I sat back and I watched it happen. And I said that I would not allow it in my home. Oh, my children thought I was just so mean. Look at you, mama, this and that. I'm just going to say, despite the fact that I didn't allow it in my home, they had them babies, didn't they? They did what they wanted to do because that's what they wanted to do. And guess what? I got four and only one stayed with me. So what does that say? They did what they had to do because they know mama wasn't budging. That's all I'm saying. And a lot of time when you put them boundaries and you set them limits and you let them ones know, guess what? I love you, but this what I'm not going to do. Watch how they figure out a way to make it happen. And you sit back and you think like, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's why you didn't have to get mad because I told you no, because I knew my no was going to make you find your yes in yourself. And I just don't want a lot of the problems that come along with all of the different personalities, all of the different emotions and feelings that everybody go. I got my own. I'm not going to be refereeing. I don't want to do none of that. I don't want to have to be battling with other families. And I seen too much of that. And I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm mean. It's just my opinion. Everybody welcome to their own opinion. I just have a problem with the fact that when that door is open, this is something that just becomes not only a help, it becomes a problem, like a bug, like that won't go away because all of this other stuff is like, man, it drains with your peace, your all this. And those that have experienced those type of negative encounters, they know what I'm talking about. Your heart have went out to say, you know what, I want to help. But then when you see when all this other stuff, and guess what? It might even be, and I'm going to put something on this, it might not even be the other or the significant other that has all of this stuff going on. What if it's your own child? It happens. It happens. And so my thing is this is that you might not want to put this situation because now your child may be acting and cutting up. I don't want this person here. Get this person out. But you know, this individual is just sweet and nice and is doing everything they can, he or she, to be with your child. But your child and they feeling some type of way, or they got mad, or they just don't want it no more, and they got to go. That's why I just don't even start it. Because stuff like that can happen and you don't know. So I go ahead and I say, it won't happen here. It allows me to not have those type of issues. It keeps me from being in those type of situations. And it also provokes and gives my children to say, man, let me use these other avenues that I have. Let me see what I can figure out to come together. Yeah. And then you're going to also see who really want to be with you. Do they really want to be with you or is they just trying to land with you? No. They get played out too. You're not even able to file them on your taxes. So if you're not going to get married and do this for real, why shack up and play this damn game? Because that don't do nothing but heighten emotions and confuse you even more. You'll play the role as the wife or the husband, and then you sit there and say you don't want to get married because you don't want to have a wife or a husband, but you expect the treatment or you expect the perks that come with being treated like a husband or wife. Stop. If you're going to take the perks and you know the treatment, hey, take the responsibility. That should be first. I want to look at that way. Because we want to scratch that itch. You know what I'm saying? We got to take care of that lust. This my boo. This my baby. This my man. This my girl. This my wife. This my hubby. Is it really? And I'm not finna get into that conversation or get into that trying to determine whether it is or not, because no, I'm just letting you know it's not going to happen here. Whatever it is. Because I don't even have to worry about going down the line in the future and dealing with all of these other possibilities that come with when you allow your child to have their significant other live or spend a night with you. It ain't even about, oh, they get more intimacy than me. That ain't even about the table. Because whatever intimacy goes on, it's more about emotions and feelings. That's what get heightened and cause a lot of the problems. Infidelity and finances. We know this. Married couples know it too. So it's not going to be no different when this happens and just because y'all live together or you done moved in. So let's go back. The question, would you or do you allow your children's significant other to spend the night or live with you? Sum it up. Can your children court in your home? My answer is no. I said it for a reason. I'd love to hear what you all say, because I know there are some people who, you know, they think differently or feel differently than I feel. And I'm open to that. I'm not here to debate. We can have a conversation. We can engage. You might even enlighten me on some things, but I know this is the motto and this is what I've lived by with my children. And now it has worked for me. If you would love, I would love to hear what you all have to say. Go ahead and comment. Um, do me a favor, like this video. Please subscribe. When you get notifications, when I upload. I'm building my audience bigger and bigger. When I get to the level where it's that I have a real nice audience, I would like to do more. I would like to do live, and maybe possibly aim for some panels. I welcome any discussions that any of my other YouTubers are interested in. I'm open. I love open discussion and panel discussions, all of that. I'm open to it. So I appreciate you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the topic. I hope that, you know what I'm saying, you come back and you return for more videos. I I relish and I look forward to even seeing your comments. Enjoy your day. I hope that this message was received and that it helped somebody somewhere. And thank you all for tuning in. Until we meet again, have a good one.